Time to go over my 2026 reading hopefuls. Now, this list is long. It's too long. My best friend and I keep shared note, our book club, so it has all the books we read last year, and then by month it has new releases that we want to read, but I also have a list at the bottom of existing books that I want to read. So the list is too long. Let's get into it. 2 books that are coming out in January that I want to read are My Husband's Wife and Anatomy of an Alibi. And then we have Love Song and The Night We Met coming out in March. April, we have Rights of the Starling, which is the sequel to Shield of Sparrows, which I read last year. We also have Rose Bargain that I want to read. May is looking like a good month because we have One Perfect Storm coming out, and last year, One Golden Summer by the same author was one of my top 10 books of the year. And then we also have Furybound coming out, which again is a sequel to Direbound. It was also in my top 10 of 2025. Also in May, we have Broken Dove coming out, which is the second book. I think Silver Elite is the first one, so Silver Elite is also on my TBR. Elsie Silver is starting a new series with the first book being called Fever Dream, and I just eat Elsie Silver's books up. One more book coming out in May, so it's going to be a busy month because it's also a sequel, and I haven't read the first book, The Ballad of Fallen Dragon, which is the sequel to When the Moon Hatched, so I have to read these 2 books in May. So May is going to be a very busy reading month. In June, we have the sequel to Metal Slinger, which is Light Wielder. I have not read Metal Slinger, so I have to read those 2 books. And then we also have Harvest Season coming out, which I think is a sequel to Tourist Season, which I also haven't read, so that's another 2 books to add to the June TBR. In August is a new Riley Sager book called The Unknown. I do really like his books. They're very on your edge thriller type books. Then in September, we have the sequel to The Night and the Moth, which I haven't read, and it's The Knave and the Moon. So I have to read those 2 books. So those are books that are coming out or sequels that are coming out that I want to read the first and second for.